Hello future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. There is another video in statics, solve problems in statics, and these are about equilibrium, 2D equilibrium. So I hope that you will be able to follow the explanations and the solutions to these problems. So here we go. This is the first problem. The smooth disc D and E have a weight of 200 pounds and 100 pounds respectively. So this is this D 200 pounds and this is this E 100 pounds. Determine the largest horizontal force P, which is here, that can be applied to the center of this E without causing the disc D to move up the incline. So the analysis to this problem is that because it is the greatest force, horizontal force, that can be applied at the center of this E, then this D here is about to roll up this inclined plane or slide up this inclined plane, and therefore when it is about to slide up the inclined plane, there will be no contact at B. So if there is contact, that's only gentle contact, that's zero. So that's the analysis to this problem. Because if you cannot think of that, then you cannot solve this problem. Remember that this when it is about to roll up should lose contact at B. So there's no normal reaction at B. So for the center to center distance, since the radius of the bigger disc D is 1.5 feet and that of A is only 1 foot, so 1 foot plus 1.5 is 2.5 feet. This center to center distance, the hypotenuse of this right triangle. Then the vertical distance of their centers is 1.5 feet minus 1 foot, radius of E. So that's why this is 0.5 of a foot. Then the horizontal distance between the centers D and E is square root of 2.5 square minus 0.5 square, and you have to use your calculator. It is square root of 6 feet. Then this is the normal at A, the normal at C, so that we can solve for P right away. We find that point O there. So the angle that the normal at A, which is perpendicular to this inclined plane, makes with the vertical, I'll call that theta, is also the angle of inclination of this plane here, theta. So therefore, if extended, the line of action of NA and NC, they will meet at point O there. I'll just call that point O. So the angle here between their lines of action is also theta as in the figure. Then we consider this right triangle. Remember that this is square root of 6, this horizontal distance between the centers of this D and E. And I'll call this distance from O to this foot of the perpendicular Y. So by similar triangles, Y as to opposite, so adjacent of theta, Y as to opposite of theta, square root of 6 is equal to, so in this given slope, adjacent of theta is 3 and opposite is 4. So solving for Y, it is 3/4 or 0.75 square root of 6 feet. So having found Y, the moment arm of P is Y plus 0.5. That's why summation of moments about O equals 0, clockwise positive. So we have P max times the moment arm is Y plus 0.5. That's 0.5. 0.75 square root of 6 plus 0.5 equals moment of the weight 200 times square root of 6. So solving for the maximum P that can be applied to the center of this E without causing this D to move up the incline, it is 209.6 pounds. Then the normal forces, so let's also compute the normal forces. Summation forces horizontal, although these are not needed anymore. So summation forces horizontal equals 0. The horizontal component of NA is NA sine of theta, and sine of theta is 4 over 5, then equals P. So 209.6. So solving for NA, it is 262 pounds. Then we sum up forces vertical, whole system. So we have NA cosine of theta. So NA is 262, cosine theta is 3/5 from this slope, is then plus N sub C is equal to 200 plus 100, so 300 pounds. Solving for N sub C, 142.8 pounds. So for the second problem, two smooth tubes A and B, each having the same weight W, so the weight of these tubes A and B is W, are suspended from a common point O, this is the point of suspension, by means of equal length cords. A third tube, C, is placed between A and B, which is this. So determine the greatest weight of C without upsetting equilibrium, so that we can compute the greatest weight of tube C. The idea or the analysis here is when the equilibrium is about to be destroyed, then there will be no contact, or if there is contact, that's just gentle contact between A and B. Or else, if there is still force of contact between A and B, the system will be still in equilibrium. And for the greatest weight of C, the contact force between A and B should be 0. So let's solve for the angle that the vertical line, and the center to center distance between B and C, and between A and C make with the vertical. So opposite is radius R, the hypotenuse is R over 2 plus R, so 1.5 of R. So therefore, opposite over hypotenuse is sine of that angle. So this is the free body diagram of tube C. The weight, we will denote that by W sub C. These are the contact reactions at these contact points, R sub A and R sub B. But because of symmetry, RA equals R sub B. Then this angle here is, as mentioned earlier, it is arc sine of R over 1.5 R. So inverse sine of R over 1.5 R, that's 41.81 degrees. So I transfer the angle 41.81 degrees there. Then summation forces Y equals 0. So take note, RA equals RB. So we have 2 times the vertical component of RA is RA cosine of 41.81 degrees is equal to WC. So computing RA, expressing it in terms of WC, it is 0.6708 WC. We then transmit that reaction here to this tube A. The weight of tube A is W. This is the transmitted reaction between A and C, 0.6708 WC, and the angle that this reaction makes with the vertical, in this case W, is 41.81 degrees. Likewise, for this angle between the vertical and the tension, vertical and tension, this half of this angle here. So the opposite of that angle is R. Then the hypotenuse is 3R plus R. So 4R. So therefore that is inverse sine of R over 4R. Opposite is R. Hypotenuse is 3R plus R. So 4R. That angle is 14.48 degrees. Therefore the angle between tension T in this chord and this reaction here is equal to 41.81 degrees minus 14.48 degrees, and that's 27.33 degrees. We then draw the force triangle. You can also compute this by summing up forces along X and summing up forces along Y. Then you can solve T and WC simultaneously. But I'll just use this force triangle. The system is in equilibrium, so these forces, three forces must be in this closed triangle or this triangle here. So I begin with W, vertical. Next is T, which makes an angle of 14.48 degrees with the vertical. Then this is the transmitted reaction point, 6708 WC, which makes with T an angle of 27.33 degrees. Then by the law of sines or sine law, we have 0.6708 WC as to sine of this angle 14.48 degrees equals W as to sine of 27.33 degrees. So solving for WC, it is 0.8119 W. So that's it for this video.